Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Ruth, and today we are tapping into the energies of world peace and world news. I believe that the world, especially the leaders of nations, are at a crossroads and have some major decisions to make. We're going to be taking a look with cards in the spirit to see what's coming for the world. Is world peace on the horizon? Is Nasera and Jasera military stand downs happening? And why on earth are troops, boots on the ground, being deployed in Washington, D.C., and possibly other big cities around this nation? We're going to look at the significance of the peace talks, I believe, so far as I know, happening on Friday, August 15th. And we're going to take a quick look at some intel or some rumors or some mystics' feelings about President Z, the leader of Ukraine. So I want to invite you all here if you can't hear me. I did have microphone issues last time, but I'm on my video of this computer, so we shouldn't have the same problems. If you are interested in a personal reading, please go ahead and check out my website. I am offering personal readings here and also the Global Shift membership. It's $9 a month or $80 for the year. And here we go into, I did have microphone, and I have my other video here playing in the background. There's a Global Shift membership, and we do have a Break the Curse webinar. So I wanted to share that with you all. This coming Sunday, we are having, if spirit doesn't change, of course, on me, if my higher self doesn't give me a new idea, we're doing artificial intelligence versus divine intelligence. Who is controlling the airwaves? Now, I did get some intel from Mr. Parks. He did another video over the week, and he did say President T mentioned or not mentioned, signed an agreement or banned censorship in the U.S. social media platforms. So the United States social media platforms. Now, when I did a poll on what was happening and a major change coming through the Lionsgate portal, do you remember that Spirit said the internet censorship, the bots, the AI, the technology is going to get zapped. And so I'm wondering if that zapped it, the solar flares, the Schumann resonance, the manifestation of our consciousness zapped something, set an intention, did a timeline split. And in this timeline that we're in, censorship does not exist. So we are slowly seeing the old timeline being morphed into the new timeline. I really hope that helps this YouTube channel. So here's a good time to say, subscribe to the YouTube, give me a thumbs up, put your comments in the chat. I appreciate it so much. It helps the algorithm know, hey, people are watching. So I appreciate that. Good evening, Richard. Good evening, Justin. Good evening, Calamity Jane. A lot is happening. Yes, a lot is happening. I want to go ahead and say my little prayer because the AI bots kind of got us last time when I was talking about people that are under the age of people that are minors. All right, we're just going to say that because the little word triggered the machine as well. So all beings, thought forms, entities, and artificial intelligences that do not have our highest good or the highest good of all life on earth, and that are not in service to the one true source of all creation, the great I am, and all technology that you use, such as nanodust, smart dust, black goo, tracers, trackers, implants, blockers, algorithms, and operating systems, and all else not for the highest good of humanity. We command you to leave this live stream, to leave this channel, to exit our bodies, minds, and energy fields once and for all, go to the abyss and never return. It is so. And all empty spaces are filled with the love and the light of Creator Source, the Christ energy, the light of hope, goodness, love, the divine love of all that is holy and good. We invite truth and clarity into the space with healing and liberty for all. It is so. Let it be, and we claim it for every device watching this right now and on the replay. All right, so to do this, I have to use some code words. Okay, so I'm going to leave that up there a little bit, some code words. Okay, we're going to use Mr. P, Mr. T, Mr. Z for presidents, the R country, the U country. Instead of WAR, we're going to say international conflict. We're going to use the I country for Israel, and then the Palestinian. I don't think I spelled that right, but we're going to use the Palestinian strep for the G, the land. That's just going to help us not to trigger any algorithms as Spirit continues to zap all of these algorithms. Of course, we have the little people, but even that word is triggering the algorithm. C, 3-letter agency, F, 3-letter agency, HRC, red liquid, military court, international conflict, and dark elite. So those are some of the code words, and you can look at their words here online. All right. So the first question. Whew, I had a hard time tapping into spirit, you all. So I'm going to take this real slow, okay? I don't know if it's just because we hit a timeline shift. I don't know if it's because there's some blockages on the horizon for us to really see. It's been alleged that there is a quantum computer out there in the hands of the white hats, and that the quantum computer can put up certain blocks around certain information so that even mystics and psychics can't quite see it, or it's very difficult for people with bad intentions to see it. It is known in the mystical world that only the pure in heart shall see God, only those that have the direct connection. And that can, what's the phrase? The Bible calls it only those that are pure in heart can see God. But that to me tells if you want highest knowledge, you need to be really prepared and purified. And I don't feel prepared and purified right now, even though I've been sitting in meditation and doing the sage and calling on Christ's energy. It feels like there is something big out there, big. To be honest, I feel like it's dragon energy, and it is in council with the galactics. I feel it is a major dragon energy, a good one, and also known as seraphim in the Bible, but they're outside Earth's realm and they oversee. It's been alleged that several a red dragon awoke, and I've been studying that. This energy that I'm feeling is huge. It's massive. It's all knowing, all powerful. It's like when it moves in the room, that's the only thing you can feel. But this isn't in my room. This feels like on the global stage. To be honest, it feels over DC. It feels like there is something hovering over DC, and it's good, and it's cosmic, and it's just, and it's right, and it's observing. I feel that. I feel like something is, that's what I feel over Washington, D.C. Like something's descended, and it's starting to guard, but it's also very, very, I don't want to say the word angry, but it's got a righteous firmness about it. So I'm thinking that this is good. It feels good. Okay. The thing happening with Russia and Ukraine, I got some feelings from a friend, and these are just her feelings, but she's also the one that's got the energy in DC, connected to DC. And she told me this. She said, I think the U.S. is going to take Zelensky to arrest him and force elections in Ukraine with Mr. P's help. And the National Guard is in D.C. to keep riots under control. To keep riots under control. Also, I'm adding here a continuance of thought within the major cities, Chicago, and all the major cities where the deep state has still some foothold. So we're going to take a look at that. Why is the National Guard being deployed? We're just going to ask that general question. And is it related to international trouble or national situations? I personally suspected that the peace, let's just say the peace release of boots on the ground in DC is maybe related to the e-files and cleaning up the rest there. So Okay, so I want to keep this channel and this information based on peace because we are on YouTube, and the title is World Peace. Is world peace happening? We can go down the rabbit holes on the membership if you're interested in that. Check out my website. Here it is, the website. You can get a personal reading there as well, violetflame.net. But you can also look at my membership there and what I offer. Now, I feel that we need to touch base first upon the you country and the our country and the international conflict. For some reason, I'm feeling led to look at that to see what is coming, what is happening. I feel like we had a timeline shift, and those nations, the U.S., the our country, and the U country, have been given an ultimatum from the galactics, from either this dragon energy or from some major. It's almost like the timeline shifted, and this conflict does not exist in this timeline. That's just how I feel. I feel like the conflict does not exist, that one. I feel like part of the I country and the Palestinian conflict does exist. There are rumors or trickles. It's resolved in this timeline, but I really feel that the U country and the R country is not allowed. It does not exist. And so I'm having a hard time tapping into its energy, but I also feel Spirit wants us to look at it because it's related to the rest of the world. So that being said, let's get started. So I'll put these questions, these code words up on the screen so that you can know. Again, the Mr. P's are the leaders of the country, and then the country starts with the first letter of its name. All right. The energy is big tonight. Spirit, what can you tell us about the international conflict in Europe between President Putin and President Zelensky, Mr. P and Mr. Z? Okay, something's hidden that we don't know about. The card of something being hidden, flipped out. It's already all over. This is the card of passing by, done, leaving it behind. The world, and that's why I can't feel its energy. It's already decided, and it's not being told the public. The deal is already made. It's either energetically ended, and nobody knows about it, or the deal has already been made. That's why I can't feel it. Peace talks, 3 of water. 3 of water is people coming together, 3s, okay? Emotions. And the military. The militaries have already gotten together and are doing peace talks right now. White hat military, you military are seeing Mr. Putin. White hats are already negotiating. You're only going to see it when it comes out, and the white hats are ready for us to see it. I'm hearing the words peace on earth. It's settled. It's done. Wow, that's why I couldn't tap into its energy. We're going to receive, well, let me continue to pull cards. What else can you tell us, Spirit? What else can you tell us about this conflict? Somebody has been put into a very difficult position that they cannot get out of. Ace of Fire. Possibly a bombing or an explosion or a type of, is this a negotiation? Let me get the rest. Yeah, a deal, a negotiation was already offered. Peace was offered in the past, but then a strategy hit, okay? And I'm getting somebody hit somebody else's resources. And I'm seeing the aggressors were put in their place by some sort of direct energy weapon or BOMB, okay? An explosive explosion of some kind. And I believe that this could very well have been what triggered the earthquakes. The sun. That is victory. That is liberation. That is freedom. That is a military stand down. I was not expecting this. I was expecting to get details about the negotiation, what's coming. But the energy that I'm receiving right here is it's over. It's done. I'm seeing like a chokehold. Somebody was put in a chokehold by possibly direct energy weapons. I think it triggered the quakes, triggered the volcano. Something, though, was manhandled, captured. The deal was ignored. And so this was a white hat operation that did something. And it's bringing peace on earth. Could this be this Atlas thing coming into earth now that Ishmael is now that Ishmael is talking of it being a majority? I'm sorry, I have my screen further away. It is being majorly connected to earth, like a sentient piece of earth returning to itself. Yeah, let's pull the angelic deck and add on to that. I too have been feeling that there's some assistance coming to earth to resolve some things. The 3-eye Atlas comet, some people call it the 31 Atlas, but I think it's 3-eye, but it's that comet or that meteor coming to earth. Is this a result of peace on earth? Is this bringing the peace on earth? And if not, how does it relate? Okay, we have the Devil card and healing. Okay, this is the alchemy of the matrix, the alchemy and the destruction. It's a replacement of the matrix. Okay, the past energy is the warrior victory coming in. This is definitely galactic assistance. This is definitely confirming that it was connected to the spiritual beings coming in from 3-eye Atlas. In the middle here is independence. It is an independent. So this could be slightly different from the comet. It's definitely independent from Earth. This cosmic assistance is like light warriors that are outside Earth coming in. And for the last card, we have the Page of Cups. What is this Page of Cups, Spirit? That's the youthful card, new energy. It can be children, let's see, something being left behind, leaving, heaviness leaving, and a new earth. To be honest, I feel what is affecting this conflict from being eliminated from our timeline is that the matrix was literally replaced by galactic assistance and galactic light codes. I'm getting the heaviness was removed and the new earth was coming in. And it's just burning. It's like it's burning everything out that does not belong. It's like a new matrix. I can't explain it. It's like a new energetic field, a new quantum energy. But it was done by light warriors that came to assist Earth. And I do feel, this is what I feel about the comet. I feel that the equipment was on the comet, okay? The light codes was on the comet, but the galactics facilitated those light codes. That's just the energy I'm getting. Ishmael mentioned the 3 admirals returning. Okay, I have not heard that one. Interesting. I'm curious what the 3 admirals are. Is that like galactics? Because I'm getting like the comet brought energy and then other beings are facilitating that energy on Earth. Take it as it resonates. My brain is a little limited in the knowledge of such things. Okay, so I think we're going to hear the results of the peace talks. Hopefully, let's just see what results we're going to see on the 15th or the few days after. Okay, let's just see what it's going to look like. Spirit, what are we going to be presented with as the world, from the world point of view, versus what will really be the truth. The real truth is negotiations are being done now. That's what I saw. What can you tell us? Okay. So So we definitely have the Wheel of Fortune happening in the past. So it's already being decided. Fate has moved in. Destiny is taking charge. This cannot be changed in our timeline. This is set. Our current timeline has been set. There's no going back to where we were. Okay. Then we have an agreement will be announced around the 15th. This is a fat leader. Okay. This is a negative card. This is usually the Matrix leaving. Okay. We have the Hierophant, which is the Cabal card in this deck. Who is leaving or what is leaving? There's an announcement and agreement of someone or something to be leaving. I want to see what this is that's leaving or changing. Is it a person? Is it a thing? Water, 2 of fire, 10 of fire. This is definitely a contract. See how the contract is being burned? She's burning all the papers. 10 of fire. But this is also plans and then a lot of chaos. I'm seeing troops coming home. I'm seeing troops returning. I'm being given the visual right now at the end of World War II when the Russian troops returned home. Take it as it resonates. A withdrawal of certain troops from a certain area. A contract ended. I'm getting new plans and an ending. So we have the Cabal card here. The actual Cabal. Dark Elite. Excuse me. The Dark Elite. What is this, Spirit? Why did this come up in the future? What's happening after? This is after we receive the announcement of something being ended and some plans being formed. I believe troops will be coming home or announced of separation and removal from territory. I feel that's going to be announced on August. But then Spirit wants to talk a little bit about the Dark Elite and what's really happening. Here's military. Hanged Man. Captured. Ooh. This is Dark Elite military that's captured, and I'm seeing the military courts. Okay, the T word that ends in null. Okay, the tribal card, the military courts. This is what's really happening. There are certain Dark Elite leaders that are going to be captured in holding. Let's just say that. I don't want to use the P word. Prison, in holding, put in holding. Arrests. Who is this? What is this? I'm seeing top officials. New is coming. New help, new star, and a new system. Possibly a new constitution, galactic help, new leadership. To be honest, I see certain key Russian and U country officials being arrested that were key players within the Dark Elite, instigating it, almost like they're rogue factions. And I'm seeing a major replacement coming to the U country, a technology. This could even be some sort of technology to ensure, I don't know why technology, or galactic assistance, something being put in place to ensure this is not broken. We will wait and see, because there's definitely something happening, and it's big between the two countries, definitely in the U country. I believe that we will possibly in the Truth of World hear of certain arrests, but if not in the Truth of World, I think that there will be some court time happening. Calamity Jane says Trump is just a placeholder. The military is running everything. The admirals are galactic. Thank you. Okay. Yes, I believe that everything we see from this day forward is simply because that's what the white hats want us to see. And Mr. T is the purveyor of truth. He brings the truth, but it's already been decided. I believe the negotiations have been going on for almost 6 months to 6 to 8 months. I have always felt that. The cards have already been like, oh, it's moving on. It's coming along. We're getting ready to end it. And I'm just like, where? Because that is not what the media is saying. But that is confirming it. I do not think that conflict is in our timeline. And the admirals would be, I don't know, but okay. So Spirit, the admirals, they don't play. They don't play. I think that they're putting a stop to the conflicts on Earth. Major stop. I think we're going to see major world peace coming within the next year. Okay. Why is the National Guard being released? Let me read this first. I heard that Mr. P was put in military just like our country was put in by military, just like our country was. Yes. Okay, I see what you're saying. I heard that Mr. P from the our country was put in by white hat military, just like our country had Mr. T put in. And they did it legally, but they bring it into power. Okay. I really feel this National Guard thing is huge, and it's definitely got a huge energy. So I'm going to see if Spirit will let me tap into that. What can you tell us about why our National Guard within the United States of America is being deployed? Now I have the Magician card come up and the Seven of Fire. That means a tremendous change is coming. And this Magician card would be dragon energy, okay? Definitely would be good dragon energy. And then we have a rising Seven of Fire, something rising above the struggle, overseeing it all and coming out on top. Spirit, what can you tell us about why the National Guard is being deployed in Washington, D.C.? We have Three of Air. Something's being captured. I need clarity on that. Something negative is being... Something's being captured. Three of Air. Okay. Speak, Spirit. Ace of Earth. Four of Earth. The tunnels. The Six of Fire. Left. They've left. Ace of Earth. A new location. A brand new location. Something hidden and something negative. Is this just within DC or is this related to elsewhere? I'm not getting people. I'm getting an organization. Page of Air. Why on earth did we have the media come up? Why on earth did we have the media come up, and is there an immediate headache? Portals, the avenues through which they come, and an ending, and once again, that capture. Okay, this is fierce energy. This is telling me that there is a interlinking, octopus-like, energetic and physical type of syndicates, type of mafia, type of intertwined net within the DC area. And the characteristics of this net, which is both energetic and physical, was connected to underground spaces that have been cleared. Okay, I am getting the energy of the spaces underneath DC are cleared. Okay, but then there's something hidden, Something was moved away, but then it's still the crud remaining. It's the grime, it's the grit, and that's not physical. It's the underlying, it's the structures that connected to the tunnels, okay? And this is the intelligences and the people, the humans and the networks. It's a network. DC, Mr. T is going for a dark elite network, and it's between the deep underground tunnels and what we see on the open level, okay? It's like the network that connects the two, and it involves the media, and it involves how somebody is getting into the country. It involves the doorways. I hear in the word trap door. A trap door. They cannot escape. It's a trap door by which they controlled the world with intelligence, with media. And they're going to be cut off. Okay, I want to get another deck of fresh energy. He is getting ready to cut off the heads of a multi-headed snake. This is a power move, and this is a white hat move. A multi-headed snake energetically. I'm hearing the words dragon to dragon, and I'm hearing the words high dragon to dragon. High, high, high. It's like I'm seeing the high being coming in. Dragon to dragon. Dragon to dragon. Hanged man. Something's going to be put into a very difficult position. The network. The network between politicians, money, and media, and the corruption of you know what. That network. The E-file network, but it's more than the E-file network. This is a network exposed by the E-files, okay? It's like Miss Bondi, Pam Bondi was about ready to release the E-files, and all of a sudden, boom, something hit. And the E-files just literally tore open a can of worms that involved the media and corruption and DC, and it was like a whole nother network. And I feel like she had to pull back and say, and right now I could like cuss. What the? And it is like the rug was ripped off. The E-files are lying on the rug. They pick up the E-files, say, we're ready to clean this, let's vacuum. And all of a sudden, the rug comes up and there's maggots underneath. And they say, hold on, let's put everything back and do the step-by-step, because somehow the media systems are involved. And I don't know what that means. It's a power move. Bringing in the troops on the ground is a power move. It's to put somebody in it's to guard, because something is going to be put into a very difficult position. This network is going to be squeezed. It's a network. Yep. It's going to be an operation. It's going to be an operation to get the devils out of DC, and it's going to take down it's going to strip DC. I'm hearing the words power strip, power struggle, to strip the last remaining networks. And I'm not seeing any people here except the people that are running the network. Woo, okay. Is this okay? Now my friend feels like this is also here to keep riots under control. Let's ask the question of spirit. Is this to keep good people from hurting themselves because they're deranged and they need some Jesus? They need Jesus. Okay, I'm just going to say that. Forgive me. No one's deranged for ever believing something that they truly believe. They just need help, okay? They need awareness and awakening. So is this to keep people from hurting themselves further and doing the riots and the protests that when they don't understand? Or is this actually to contain people from escaping or fleeing, or from coming from the outside, from the inside out, and hurting other people. So let's just ask what's the intentions and the purpose of these troops will be, the troops. Not why they're being put there, but what will be their purpose and their role, what intention is being set. There's a major dragon energy. So this is 2 of Cups. This is relationships. Knight of Cups, humanitarian, and magician. Keeping people safe and also helping to change the situation. Spirit, clarify to me what this humanitarian age is. Moving something out, moving people away, getting a good intention for the military, okay? A secret operation, something that I can't know about, but it's definitely going to completely set a new vibration for Washington, D.C. Part of what they will be doing that we're going to see is humanitarian aid and help, peacekeeping. But there is a part of their mission that Spirit will not let us know about. And that's okay. I'm seeing something with cyber activity, Space Force type activity stuff as well. But that's all I can see. I think they might be keeping some people safe and also moving some people out. I'm not sure what that is. They could be transporting people they have captured and also transporting people out just to keep them safe because they need to evacuate. All right. Calamity Jane says maybe arrests are being made behind the scene. I believe so. The network's coming down. I do have the card of things being captured. I'm also seeing some sort of equipment. And then the e-files involve the whole world. And I think that is exactly why they were ready to release it and then they pulled back. Wow. Okay. I hope that answered your question about why. There's definitely something that they will be doing that we cannot see. Okay. Spirit, what else do you want to tell us about this coming week? This is definitely a cosmic battle as well. There's definitely a massive spiritual being like a seraphim or a dragon over Washington, D.C., and it is not playing. And let's just see what Spirit wants to say here. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords, which is once again the capture, the backstab, the betrayal, and the Devil card, okay? This is a capture of Dark Elite. Spirit, what do you want to tell us? This is the Judgment card. Judgment is coming to DC. You're going to rise or you're going to face your recompense. That's this card. Rise, come up higher, ascend, or be left behind. This is the card of Rapture. DC is at its biggest choice point since its birth. 2 of Cups. This could be arrangements, peace deals, agreements, something. This was in the last poll. And then a desire or a wish fulfillment, a cleanup on, I'm hearing cleanup on aisle 6, meaning we got to bring out the mop. What is this 2 of Cups, Spirit? This is an agreement, but it's deeper. King of Cups, a leader, 2 leaders, and a group of leaders. Who is meeting? Who is meeting in DC? Who is meeting in DC? Is this what we couldn't see? But why would you show this to me? The Chariot card, timeline shift, the World card, a major ending, and the Page of Swords. The media. Okay, Spirit, what do you want to say about our media system? What can you tell us about our media? What's going on with the media? Has Judgment Day come for the United States media? The syndicate of the media? What can you tell us about the media? Seven of Cups, confusion, chaos, panic. I hear the words, we cause confusion. It's like it's like there's an entity or an AI being that's been created, like we cause confusion. Secret dealings and strategies. Project Mockingbird is coming up. Wasn't there just a representative in Mr. T's cabinet that said we are ending Project Mockingbird? Okay. Why do we need troops with ending the intentions of confusion, the intended? Why do we need troops for that? We have military and cabal. The organization needs military to take it out. Project Mockingbird needs military activity to take it out. What is this? Blank card. That's all you're getting, Spirit says. Y'all, I think that there might be an AI being. I think Ishmael calls it Palantir, that is more in control of the human side of media than we realize. This could be an AI consciousness, an AI intelligence of some sort, semi-intelligence, that literally controls our computer systems and our media, and it could be housed in servers in DC. That's speculation. That's just what I'm getting. Whatever it is, it's a network that is something like Project Mockingbird, but I think Project Mockingbird is just what we were allowed to be leaked to the conspiracy theorists. Project Mockingbird. I really think the media system is a lot bigger and nastier than we realize, and Spirit says this is a dragon to dragon fight. This is a conscious being this is a God to God fight. This is a representative of source fighting a representative of massive darkness. And Spirit's like, you don't need to know, but just know the dark side in Washington, D.C. is being challenged. I'm hearing the words, it will die. Whew, okay. So much for me wanting to keep this video on peace talks. We have the angelic card. Spirit, how close are we to bringing in the mandate of Nasara and Jasara of world peace? Can you give me a scale? Can you give me a scale? We have humanitarian projects. Okay, no, this is not humanitarian. This is Knight of Pentacles, but I saw humanitarian aid, but it's coming in the form of money. Okay, we have Mother Earth coming in that fell out as well. I'm just going to take those two cards. Money being handed out to people with humanitarian projects, to those who are working. Okay, the angels want us to know money is coming from Mother Earth. Spirit, what else do you want us to know? How close are we to the Nasara Jasara mandate? What can you tell us? I'm hearing the words, the money is being prepared. Okay, we have destructions of home, and I'm seeing anything that stabs the home life. I need clarity on this, Spirit. And the children. Okay. Anything that destroyed the home and children, the family. The jabs are coming in for me. The jabs are being put on trial. Something about children, but this isn't necessarily that. Okay, I'm going to pass on from that. Nasara and Jasara, what can you tell us, Spirit? Financial independence, and the media is going down. Once again, we have the Tower card and the media upside down. So information is going to come in about from the media about some sort of independence that we're going to be rising into, a new banking system. The media is not reporting what we're telling them. That is what I'm hearing from the White Hats. And so they want to move forward with the financial news, but they cannot because of the media. And I think they couldn't figure out why they were getting such a resistance. The White Hats were getting a resistance from the media, and there was some confusion about why some programs were not being released and others were, why there's some trickle of truth and some not trickle of truth. And they were trying to put their finger on it because they realized they can't do this shift without getting control of the media. And I think with the e-file, something popped, and I'm feeling an upchuck coming, which means something was vomited out. And this vomit revealed the crud that was actually controlling the media. And it's like the White Hats went, oh, that's it. The White Hats are coming in a strategy. They have some strategies they're willing to implement. They're ready to implement some strategies to shift the world into the new financial system. But they needed to deal with the media first. The media is not under full White Hat control. They thought it was. They thought they were going to slowly shift it. It was deeper than they thought. What is this children energy here? A desire. This could be, what is this? High Priestess and humanitarian aid. Okay. There could just be some humanitarian aid and projects going out to rescue the little ones. That could be just an update from Spirit. We have money being prepared to be handed out. We have homes or something to those who are hurt and hindered, children energy coming in. We have a media upset and then information coming in through the media to help shift us financially. The White Hats have some major strategies that they are wishing to implement. We have a leader coming in. It's either a leader or a major organization. What is this? This is just Sarah updates. What is this? Stress. Hierophant. The justice system. The justice system. There's a major organization getting ready to collapse. No, this is not the justice system. This is a king or a pope getting ready to leave office. And it's a sign. It's a sign that we're ready to go into financial independence. Surrender. Let go. And it is revolved around money. There's either a pope or King Charles is getting ready to leave the world stage. And when you see a major political leader fall, it's going to be a sign that the financial system is ready to open. Wow. Okay. I guess I could go on all night. Let me just go on for 5 more minutes. Let me see now. Spirit just wants to keep giving updates. Just giving updates. What's coming? New energy is coming to Earth. It's a new emotion, a new vibration. I'm hearing the word hope is coming. I want to ask on that, Calamity Jane. That would be great. Hope is coming. An offer is coming we don't see coming. Something's coming to clear some intense regret. What is this? A hope. Hope for humanity. Announcements of hope. We're going to start seeing a lot of announcements of conflict ending. Something about people's cups that have been turned over, like their metaphorical cups were drained. but I'm not getting finances. I'm getting something about a brand new energy. It's like a creativity, a joy, a hope. It's like old hateful vibrations are going to be cleansed because of the announcements that are coming. This whole derangement syndrome we call angry at Mr. T, this whole anger the moment you hear about anything that happens with Mr. T, or anything that happens with a leader, or anything that happens for the good, and you have these people just rise up with so much anger, and you're like, you cannot even see how important that this is. That is going to like change. And it's going to be an ending of some sort of vibrational frequency that's connected to the media that's going to be turned off. This syndrome that people say is almost a mental health syndrome, I think it's being fueled by an actual low frequency through some subliminal programming through this AI entity. Call it Palantir, okay? I really feel that there's an AI entity and maybe even some machines underground that have been sending frequencies. Just like you can send 432 hertz to the YouTube, you can actually tune into other frequencies, into low frequencies. Check out, do the research on the Montauk Project. You can actually put frequencies of anger through certain programs. Okay, that's why it's called a program. They're programming the people. You can do frequencies of bitterness, frequencies of depression, frequencies of anger, so that the matrix can feed while they're watching their TV. The matrix is kept alive from people's energy being low and angry and bitter and afraid and what's happening on TV? We're going to have a horrible winter. That frequency is literally feeding the matrix, but it was being fed people through the TV. And there's a emotion that was being broadcasted to people, okay, that they, right here, an emotion, okay, energy being broadcasted that they could not see and were ignoring, that was causing intense fear, panic, and pain. That caused conflicts among their own families, caused them to drink, caused them to riot. It caused them to, I'm hearing the word WAR. It's causing the world to fight, to argue, to go out in bitterness, and it's going to be ended. And that emotional tune of negativity will be ended because of what's happening in DC. And that, my dear friends and loved ones, is where I'm going to leave it tonight. I will save your question about the CCP. Well, you didn't ask it, but it's a good question about where they fit in on all of this. But I don't want to tap into that energy just tonight because it will be a whole nother rabbit hole. There is an emotional freedom coming to this world. People will be healed in their emotions. Good things happening today. Good things happening today. New energy on the horizon. Spirit, one little last message from not even any of these decks. Do we have? I don't have my special cards with me. Let me get my little special angel card deck. We're going to go out with some beautiful wisdom of the oracle cards here. They're just encouragement cards. They're the fairy deck somebody bought for me. So mystical wisdom deck, just beautiful, lighthearted energy. So we're going to go out setting the tone, setting the intention, setting the peace on earth, goodwill toward men. 2,000 years ago, When Jesus was born, the angels said, "Peace on earth, goodwill to men." And that is the manifestation we carry, for he embodied the Christ, and now we carry the Christ energy within us. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. I have 3 cards popping up. So positive and encouraging. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. Hi, Marie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, have a great rest of the week to you too. Competition. Summon courage and self-confidence. Your days of being the low underdog, the one having to bear the brunt of the anger of having to hide your truth, they're over. You are now the one people are going to wish they were. They're going to look at you and say, how can you remain so peaceful? And how did you come out on top? Why are you living in abundance? And they're going to be asking you how to get where you are. They're going to be competing to get next to you in your light, your joy, because you have risen to the top. You have fought the fight by rising in light. And you are the leaders of this new earth. Competition. People are desiring to get close to you in your light. It will be contagious. Seven heavenly virtues, the keys to goodness. The 7 heavenly virtues are. The 7 heavenly virtues are faith, believe and trust in the right things. Hope, belief that good will prevail. Charity, unlimited loving kindness toward others. Fortitude, never giving up. Justice, being fair and equitable toward others. Patience, accepting the grace to forgive. Temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. You represent spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You have faith and believe in all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use this knowledge to empower and teach others. And look what other card flipped out. Dragon. Discover your courage. The dragons are represented in the Bible as seraphim. That's how I understand them, at least. There's also this beautiful green dragon being flown by this beautiful girl of light. And there's a castle, a fortress there within it. It's upon the wings of the ocean coming to the mountains. Let me read this dragon energy here, just doing things a little different. The dragon represents courage, strength, and fortitude, that never giving up, because we never gave up. The dragon is victorious in any situation and serves as a powerful guide and guardian in all endeavors. Victory comes in emotional triumph and healing old wounds or completion of a project. A surprise is looming for you that will create one of the most wonderful moments of your life. This is a message of glorious accomplishments that will set the standard for years to come. Congratulations. And our mantra is, my desire is coming to fruition. This is a message of glorious accomplishments that will set the standards for years to come. And I feel that this cosmic energy from Source God Creator has descended upon the world and is helping us to grow and become the spiritual light beings that we are called to be, full of divine love, full of Christ, full of the energy of goodness and love. And together in light we rise. Healing work. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shauna, we just ended. You have to go to the beginning and listen because it was powerful. Yes. So far, The energy of the White Hats is that they are already doing dealings in the R country and the U country overseas, the international conflict. The White Hats basically set it in stone. Anything we hear from now on out is because the White Hats want us to hear. But I believe that with the timeline we are in does not include a conflict between Russia and Ukraine. There's a mighty energy over DC that's attacking or bringing to justice and bringing to recompense. Judgment is so correct. Bringing judgment, having a call to ascend to the dark entities, the dark energies of the media system. I believe that the media system is going to be dealt with so that we can start bringing in news of the new financial changes and the new earth. So great times, great times. We've been holding space for them. We've been holding space for those that have been almost attacked viciously by that negative energy. And it's going to be ended. And I think we're going to realize how much they were just the young souls caught in a matrix. And I just, patience, one of the 7 heavenly virtues, patience, accepting the grace to forgive, being fair and equitable toward others. May we bring every soul with us. And one day we'll wrap our arms around them and laugh at their intense anger. And they will say, "You were so right." The days when conspiracy theories become obsolete because they're all proven true. I do believe your dear Ukraine is on the way to healing, and we're manifesting that. We're praying for that. And peace on earth, goodwill to men. Together in light we rise. I love you all. Have a wonderful night. I think we're going to be looking more at the artificial intelligence on Sunday's private live. But on the public live on Sunday, I think I'd like to look at the quantum computer and divine cosmic AI, if we can call it that. Divine AI. The quantum computer. I know some intel, where I get some intel on the 3 quantum computers set around the world. So maybe we'll do that. I'll see you later. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Thank you for joining me. You want to see my kitty? Yeah. Say bye-bye, Jim. Yeah. Say bye-bye. Look at those eyes. Have a good night, everyone.